What's going on, y'all? GeoFux here, and I just want to discuss how in the healthcare system, a lot of times you really have to advocate for yourself. When we're talking about the transphobia, we're talking about the racism, the fat phobia, the body shaming, the classism, the ableism, the homophobia, the isms that take place in our healthcare system. And in many cases, especially living in the USA, it's not surprising. I mean, this is a very racist, closed-minded, bigoted country. So it doesn't surprise me that when we start looking at our healthcare system, we see the same issues that we see outside in the bigger realm is still an issue in the healthcare system. Okay, it's still a huge issue. And so what's been going on with me is I've had a situation. I had my top surgery 2 weeks ago. Last Monday, I went for my post-op appointment. During my post-op appointment, it was obvious that my right pec was swollen. I mean, swollen. Still is swollen 2 weeks later. And they removed the left drain, the left JP drain, because my left side, as you can see, I'm fine over here. I mean, it's flat and it's doing its thing and everything. Then you get over here, as you can see, it looks like I still have breasts. It looks like I still have tits. You know what I mean? It looks like I still have a big A cup, small B cup. So, and I'm wearing my vest, my compression vest. And this is my compression vest. It's like super long and kind of too big because like this is my compression vest. But what happened is I ended up unfortunately losing 10 pounds that I wasn't trying to plan. So I'm trying to gain that back. But I'll show you just a little bit of what I'm talking about. Well, actually, I'll show you in pictures because I got to take this because it's like a whole vest. And I don't want to unhook it and have to do all of that, but it's a compression vest that I'm wearing. All of this is completely swollen. Like I said, it looks like a big A cup, small B cup, and it's black underneath this area. And my I went last Monday. They saw it last Monday. They saw it again Wednesday when they removed the right JP drain. They saw it twice, and in both situations I was told, oh, you can go home, it'll go down on its own, just keep wearing your compression vest, blah, 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 blah. Fast forward 2 weeks later, they asked me to send pictures. I sent 3 pictures, which those 3 pictures I will edit. I'm gonna force myself to edit this video and post those pictures either at this video or at the end of this video. And I'm also probably gonna post them on my Instagram because I'm very big on being open and transparent about this whole process. But yes, so I sent the 3 pictures and they're like, oh my God, you need to come in tomorrow, 2 p.m. We need to drain. Okay, y'all should have drained this last Monday. Y'all could have drained this last Wednesday. Again, a lot of times you have to advocate for yourself in this healthcare system because these people are incompetent and they do not care. The transphobia and the racism that goes on in the healthcare system needs to be addressed. When y'all saw me last Monday and last Wednesday, twice you have seen me. And you're every time, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It'll drain on its own. What in the fuck is this? This is absolutely ridiculous. Wait till you see the pictures. Okay? And this is the type of stuff that takes place. And then when we complain and talk about it, here they go, well, we didn't, well, it's your racism and it's probably your transphobia. It's probably a combination. You're incompetent and people like you do not need to be working in healthcare. And quite frankly, if the opportunity arises where I have the opportunity to sue, you're damn right I'm going to. Okay? Because this is ridiculous. And it needs to be addressed. And just the entire time dealing with U of M's health system, and I mean the entire time, it has been like jumping through hoops because the lack of communication, the lack of information, the fact that they think everything is going to be done through visual. Granted, I get COVID-19 is still a serious pandemic, is still a serious situation. But even before COVID-19, the communication and the lack of information that I've had to deal with the University of Michigan health systems is piss poor. I've been dealing with you guys since July of 2019, months before coronavirus was even a subject. So again, it's just been trashy service. Now, everybody's body is different. Stuff happens differently. I'm not completely blaming the surgeon, but I am blaming the PA and the nurse and all the people that saw what this looked like two times last week, and still made the decision, oh, well, you can go home. It's not that big of a deal. Just wear your compression vest. It'll go down naturally. And then all of a sudden today, well, oh, no, you need to come in. We need to drink. Where was the urgency for care last week when I came in twice? Okay, so this is just little things I need to discuss. And then I'm also going to do another video where I discuss my views on the IUD having Liletta. And I'm going to be discussing more on health issues, healthcare, etc., especially as a black trans man. Like, it needs to be discussed because a lot of people are looking forward to having these procedures and surgeries completed and done, yet who's giving you the raw dog truth about what to expect, what you're going to deal with, how your insurance is, if you have insurance, how to do things through FMLA and short-term disability if your job offers those types of benefits. There's just so many things that I just feel like are never really discussed, and instead it's, oh, this is my trend, and don't get me wrong, but I'm just being honest, like I'm venting. Oh, this is my transition video, some dope inspirational videos with pictures of your timeline of transition, yet nobody's talking about the real ins and outs of being trans and being of trans experience, especially as a black trans man, a black trans masculine person, someone who was born intersex, someone who is a person of color. Like, these are the different nuances that need to be discussed, because it's not that cookie cutter shit that you see on some of these YouTube channels. No offense, but hey, it's more than "This Is My Fight" song and a couple of pictures of you transitioning. Okay, it's more to it than that, and I think people need to know that. So just gonna keep this short. There will be pictures either at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, and I'm probably going to post those pictures on Instagram. And I'm gonna go on and say trigger frickin' warning, right? Trigger warning. It is grotesque. Now, I'm not in any like pain at all, to be completely honest. But it is like sore here, and you just feel like it's just tight, and it's like completely numb on this side, and then like to see the bruising and the blackness that's underneath here, and like I'm probably gonna have to have a revision and everything done, all because of their lack of care and lack of urgency. Again, for them to see this twice and to continue to send me home twice is ridiculous. And I'm just gonna put it out there. This is why it is so important that you learn how to be an advocate for yourself and unfortunately be prepared for this type of trash. As I wear my Michigan shirt, because I am a Michigan alum, 2-time alum, but I'm not pleased with how things have been going with the University of Michigan health systems. Not to mention, I'm going to leave information below on another surgeon out of, I believe, Florida, who does double incisions as well, and has a procedure where they don't even use JP drains. So I'm going to just, again, I'm going to leave information below. I think it's very important that you research what's going on before you step into it, because, man, it's a lot of misinformation and blatant transphobia, racism, ableism. There's a lot of shit going on. I'm out.